Welcome to the Criminal Law Exam Revision session brought to you by My Advocatus. The questions we are going to cover in this video are in the form of true or false statements. Question 1. The correct sequence of investigation into the elements of criminal liability is as follows. 1. Conduct. 2. Compliance with definitional elements of crime. 3. Culpability and 4. Unlawfulness. The answer to this question is false. The correct one should have been as follows. 1. Conduct. 2. Compliance with definitional elements of crime. 3. Unlawfulness. And number 4. Culpability. Question 2. Crimes are generally directed against the interests of the public, while delicts, on the other hand, are directed against private interests. The answer to this question is true. Question 3. A statutory provision will best comply with the principle of legality if it contains a criminal norm only. The answer to the question is false. Please note that a statutory provision will best comply with the principle of legality if, apart from a criminal norm, it also contains a criminal sanction. Question number 4. Conduct is only voluntary if it is willed. Answer. False. Please note that it is wrong to assume that all conduct must be willed or intended. In criminal law, conduct may also be negligent. Therefore, the statement that conduct is only voluntary if willed is incorrect because it excluded negligence. Question 5. Relative force excludes an accused person's ability to subject his or her bodily movements to his will or intellect. Before you answer this question, you must at least know the difference between absolute force and relative force. Answer. The statement is false. With relative force, the accused still has control over his or her bodily movements. However, in the case of absolute force, the accused has no control over his or her bodily movements. Question 6. Sane automatism refers to cases in which the accused relies on the defense of mental illness. The answer is false. Question number 7. The retributive theory of punishment means that there should be a direct proportion between the harm or damage caused by an accused and the extent of the punishment. The answer is true. This theory of punishment comes from the word retribution. For retribution to be achieved, there must be a direct proportion between the punishment and the extent of the harm imposed. Other theories of punishment see punishment as a means to an end. Question number 8. In the court case of the State versus Sane, the court held that, in determining the best sentence to impose on the accused, the court must only take into account the interests of the society. Answer. This statement is false. In the case of State versus Sane, the court held that other factors such as 1. The crime committed by the criminal, 2. The interest of the society, and 3. The criminal or the convicted person as important factors in determining the best sentence. Question number 9. General deterrence depends only upon the severity of the punishment that might be imposed on an accused. It does not depend upon the probability that the criminal will be caught and convicted. Answer. This statement is false. As a theory of punishment, it also depends on the probability that the perpetrator will be caught, convicted, and will serve out the imposed sentence. This marks the end of the first session. Watch out for the next session. Thanks for watching My Advocatus TV.